What would you say about our nation, its current state and all? Again, she asked the question.
Hello, my name is Asaya, and I'm a spoken word poet. I believe that the world was framed by the word of God. I believe spoken word poetry is that important. Spoken word poetry came to me as a huge miracle. Growing up as a child, I was quite slow when it came to learning. Passing English was one big, huge obstacle. When I come out with a D, it was a celebration.
And how do you see yourself in all of this? She asked me.
I actually knew I had a talent within me. I used to tell my younger ones stories when they were growing up, and they would be so in awe of it, listening, even though I was the one who couldn't write. I had stopped going to church for a very long time, even though I was born in the church. I encountered Christ after my higher institution days. I walked into one church one day, and the pastor was just so on point with his words, and they came to me so strong, and that was it.
We've all worked in sin, and death was minimum wage. But if it wasn't for Christ, we would have almost got paid.
I watched Ezekiel Azongo one time and on YouTube, and I felt I could do this because I had written so many things. And so I met Jesus Christ, and he showed it to me perfectly well. And then I found out that most of the stories that I told could come out in the form of spoken word poetry. And shockingly today, the guy who couldn't pass English has started teaching students how to write poetry. It's amazing. I would say it's all Jesus Christ.
In this realm called earth, there will never be anything wrong with darkness, but the light that fails to shine brightest. See, if we can get it right by praying with our knees to the ground, then we as a church must get it right collectively with our votes that count. See,
I have used spoken word poetry to check some ills in the society. There's a particular poem I have, the one that talks about abortion from the lips of the silent ones. It has saved close to 13 babies. The talent without the vision or the purpose may end up just being talent in a cupboard like that. Poetry or any form of art will not be beautiful if it's not coming from a heart of truth. And so I define it as truth spoken. And there's only one truth. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. I love to preach that kind of truth anyhow I can.